Exactly right, Brian. We're here at the Krewe of Gemini Den, of course, looking into that big parade that we have on Saturday. If everybody does know, that parade has been moved to 1 p.m. And so due to the rain conditions, as we just heard Brian talk about. But let's get into some of your guys' stuff here. So I wanted to talk to you. First of all, how many years have you been in the Krewe of Gemini?
14.
14. How many of those years have you actually ridden in a parade? Or road, excuse
13.
me. 13 of those years. So you've got to see a lot of the parades, a lot of the action in there. What would you say out of all those years is your favorite thing that you get to experience as a part of this parade?
I think my favorite thing of our parade is to see the families coming together, the children, the look of excitement and the awe on their little faces as you throw them throws. It's just so exciting for us as well to see how excited they are and how in tune they are with the parade. So.
Absolutely, absolutely. Guys, this is the Duke and the Duchess, or the Duke and the Duchess, excuse me, of Arkansas. And so, first of all, I love your guys' outfits. I want to know, obviously, we just talked about someone's favorite thing about the parade. Do you have a memorable throw that maybe you've thrown before, or maybe something that you're looking for in a kid that has really stuck with them and that stuck with you in the past?
So my favorite throw is what accidentally turned into the signature throw for my normal float, which is a rubber duck. We did it as a joke one year, and the kids screamed for the ducks, and I know some other floats have their favorite throws as well. And that turned into the normal float when I'm not royalty. That's turned into our signature throw. Just the kids love the ducks as long as they love some other things. And so that kind of turned into my favorite for no reason other than that.
I really like that. And one thing that's really cool is that rubber ducks are actually trending right now. I don't know if you know that, but a lot of kids are putting rubber ducks in their cars and different things like that. And so the Jeep thing, and so rubber ducks, super cool and a great throw to get, a very unique throw. As we come over, obviously the Krewe Center, or not a Krewe Center, Krewe of Gemini Parade is a huge thing for the community, right? And a lot of people come in. What do you think that it means to have such a big parade in our area?
So I think, honestly, the biggest thing for our community is unity. So it brings Shreveport-Bossier together. It also brings families together. It gives a time for people and their closest people to spend the day together. And it's just the greatest feeling for all of you, as you watch the parade all day.
Absolutely.
And the tailgating, the pre-day, all the things that lead up to the parade.
Absolutely. As we round about here, let's move this out of the way for me. Obviously, the Krewe of Gemini Parade, like we said, there's going to be a lot of people here, right? There's going to be a lot of people traveling in. There's going to be a lot of people sitting out and watching. What would you recommend the best spot is for someone to go out and sit and watch the parade at?
Well, the best spot, I think, is wherever you're comfortable. I think if you're more family oriented, there's spots on Clyde Finn. I think if you're more of a parade party type, there's other spots for that as well. But there's always the duck pond. That's more of a family. People in the neighborhood bring their families out there who live in that area, go out there. So I think any spot's great. So.
Absolutely, guys. And as long as you are out in the community, right, that's a big thing that we talked about kind of all season long. Getting out and seeing your neighbors, getting out and seeing people in the community, having a good, fun, enjoyable time, being nice to each other. Those are all super, super, super important things that we should go into the weekend really thinking. We obviously have a big weekend kicking off with the Krewe of Gemini Parade at 1 p.m. this time. 1 p.m. Obviously, that weather is coming in, and we want to kind of fast track that, get ahead of that. And welcome back to the Krewe of Gemini Den. Of course, we have a really big Mardi Gras weekend ahead of us. Of course, we are here. And one thing that I really wanted to kind of dive into when we're talking about the traditions and the excellence and a lot of the history that I'm looking at inside of these walls. How do you guys continue to make the parade bigger and better year in and year out?
Obviously, at the Krewe of Gemini, this is a year-round event. So we start early in the year. We're working on floats. We're building floats. We're getting preparations for our designers to come out. The captain gets to pick the theme. And so there's a lot that goes on behind the background with all of our vendors and our crew members. We paint the floats. We prop the floats. We get all of our costumes. Obviously, all of our floats are themed after this year's theme. So they're great festivals from around the world. We have 60 entries this year. So I'm so excited to have one of our larger parades this year. Rain or shine, we're ready to go. We have our new military float that's going to be rolling. We have our marching bands. We have more than I've ever seen. So we're going to have a great time. And I know we're going to have a big crowd, rain or shine, because everybody comes out for Gemini.
Absolutely, absolutely. One of the things I think is super cool, like you said, this is so big in the community. This is so big for people to come out, and no matter what whether it's rain or shine, whether it's going to be windy, no matter what the weather conditions are, people are going to show out and be a part of that. And so as we kind of get into that, with the people coming in from whether it's Texas or Oklahoma or Arkansas or Mississippi, they're coming in from Mardi Gras, they're coming in this weekend to see your guys' parade. If someone is watching and they think, man, I want to be a part of this, I want to do this, how can they do that?
I think I would definitely say check us out on social media, follow us, Krewe Gemini, see what's going on there, and then go to krewegemini.com, fill out a membership application, and check us out. We have a membership drive in April. And just come on, it's a great time.
Absolutely. One more thing for you here. Obviously, you guys have prepared a lot all year, as Cole said. The feeling right now that you guys are feeling, you guys are 1 day out. It's tomorrow. How are you guys feeling here at the Krewe Gemini?
I think we're all just so excited. I know I can't wait. I've spent the past couple of days packing throws onto the float and at my house, and I'm just so excited. I can't wait to see everyone out there and just have a great time.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, obviously the parade starts at 1 p.m. What time do the roads close? What time should people be gearing up to get ready for this parade?
They're going to go ahead and do a hard close at 12 o'clock. So I would try to get out there early. Hopefully, with the rain coming in later now, we should have a smooth ride. So everybody's excited. So get out there early, have a great time, be safe. Obviously, we're rolling early just due to the weather. And, with the commitment of the city and the crew, we couldn't be more excited to roll on this Saturday during the season.
Absolutely. And it's so important to kind of look back at it and think, obviously, we have some of the best meteorologists in the entire state of Louisiana who are going to give you guys the most accurate, the most pristine on-time weather updates going into this weekend. So make sure you guys have our KTBS 3 Storm app downloaded and getting updates for all those to make sure you guys are dry and in the right place and the right time coming this Mardi Gras weekend. Guys, for right now, we have so much more royalty to get to, so much more Mardi Gras to get to. Welcome back to the Krewe Gemini Den, everybody. Before we get into, of course, it is February, and every Friday of February, we all wear red in support of heart health. And so if you're waking up, getting ready this morning, put on some red. And as me, Shannon, Brian, and Nate are all rocking our red today for supporting heart health. Let's get into what we're here for, the big Gemini parade this weekend. We, of course, I promised royalty, and we have the Queen and the King with us now. You guys do so much for the community. Even I have gone to different stories where you guys have been to different homes and just spreading joy to the people that maybe can't go out and see Mardi Gras. What would you say is your favorite event or thing that you get to do as the Queen of Gemini?
I love going to the schools because there's so many children that don't get to come to the parade, and they just light up whenever you come in and you're wearing a king costume or any costume, queen, but just to see the smile on their face, and they're just like they are at the parade, beads, cups. The kids are just a delight.
Absolutely.
So,
yeah. And it's got to be one of those magical things, right? The kids walk in, they see a real queen in front of them, and they're going crazy. It's got to be an unreal feeling to kind of feel. When we're talking about this parade coming up this weekend, where would you say, obviously you guys have a lot of throws, but what would you say, for the kids out there, what would you say their favorite thing to get is during the parade?
Light up or cups. Light up items or cups. That's the thing that the kids want the most. So I've got plenty of light up. So just yell, Queen, throw me something. And I'll try to take care of you.
Yep. And that's the magic of Mardi Gras is really, sitting out there in the community, talking to people, getting to know the people around you, and then obviously reaching out and catching some of those beads. Obviously, you guys work very hard all year long. This is an all year long type of thing for this next weekend, right? What is the feeling as the king, right, going into something like this, something as big as this? It's your parade. It's the King parade. It's your year to do it. What's that feeling like?
Well, it's a little bit unbelievable because as you're a worker and you're working with all your other people and you're building your floats, and in this case, we don't build the King float, but we work on the other floats that we're attached to. And So when you get down to royalty and wearing these collars and all that, it's kind of exciting. And just like tonight is float loading. And if you've never been to float loading, it's just, you just come in and everybody's doing just like they are out on the parade route. Let me have that good bead. Come on, let's do this. And where else can we? And they go all through the entire place collecting beads and having a good time. And there's face painting, there's things you can eat. And that particular deal preps us for tomorrow. And then if we get the good weather like y'all promised us, we are going to have a good turnout.
Hopefully. Look, we have been praying for good weather. We've been praying to hopefully see that rain get pushed back a little bit. Of course, you guys know the float loading party and everything that is being held tonight. You guys coming out, the parade has been moved to 1 p.m. So if that's news, 1 p.m. to hopefully avoid some of that rain. Of course, guys, we have so much Mardi Gras that we have been talking about, and we have a 7 a.m. live stream. We're going to be dipping into all of the members here at the Krewe of Gemini Den with us this morning and talking to everybody about their experience and different things like that they have going inside the Krewe. Yeah, good morning, Brian. We have been here with the Krewe of Gemini all morning long. Of course, we have a super big Mardi Gras weekend ahead of us. And go ahead and take a look at all the royalty that we have this morning. So much of a experience that we've kind of been able to have going throughout the rest of the year. Obviously, all building up to this one big weekend, right? Talk to us about kind of the feelings from the Krewe about this is it for you guys. This is the year that you guys, or the day that you guys have been working for all year long.
Yes, and guess what? Providing good weather, it will be fantastic because everybody loves coming to a parade. All the kids look forward to it. All of us look forward to throwing the beads and making everybody happy this particular day, and float loading tonight, same thing.
Absolutely, and it's so important. Like we said, the community is such a factor that we talk about whenever we talk about the Mardi Gras and the influence of the different crews, right? One thing that I want to ask is, throughout this whole year, you guys do so much in the community, right? Whether you guys are going to schools, whether you guys are going to different homes to just try to give people some joy. What would you say is the most important or the biggest thing that this Krewe hopes to give to the public?
It's our involvement. Obviously, it's the people that you meet with all the other crews, the networking opportunities. This is a great group of individuals in the Krewe of Gemini, and we would not have been, who these people are, and we would not have been able to meet if it wasn't for Mardi Gras, if it wasn't for the Krewe of Gemini. So Gemini just gives you so much experience, like all the other crews. Just the relationships that we've been able to develop through this entire year as royalty. They have done a fantastic job. I couldn't be more excited for them, and it's been a true honor to serve as captain for Krewe of Gemini 37.
Absolutely, and like we said, it is such a big deal, right? Because giving people, like you said, that community involvement is so unbelievably important. What would you say through the entire year that you've been queen has been your favorite part? It could be anything. It could be of the balls. It could be anything that you choose. I mean, you've had a year of experience now with this. What has been the most fun part?
I loved the coronation this year. It brought so many smiles to members and guests, trying to even guess who all was royalty this year. But being led in by Woodlawn High School Drum Corps, that was a beautiful moment. Those kids so enjoyed being there and being a part of, as well as us enjoying having them there. We love to involve the community in Gemini, and that's what it's about.
Let me ask you, why is it so important for you guys to be so community involved? Why is it so important for you guys to make sure that you guys are reaching out to all these people?
I think it's because we need to have good in our community, and Mardi Gras brings good. Krewe of Gemini brings excellence to everyone. If you get involved, you're hooked. I mean, Mardi Gras is something that everybody enjoys throughout Louisiana. And when you tell people, well, we have Mardi Gras in North Louisiana, they're like, really?
Yeah.
Well, surprisingly enough, we have strong Mardi Gras with Crewe Gemini in North Louisiana.
Absolutely, and it's such a positive thing. Like we said, one more time, let me get out of y'all's way. You can see all the different royalty one more time before you guys have to see them at the float loading party and at the parade. Guys, look, there is so much Mardi Gras, so much good, happy, fun things going on this weekend. We are making sure that we are staying safe, we are being happy, friendly, and just enjoying the community time together. For right now, we are going to be sending it back to the studio